I'm N64 Josh, and this is my review of Stardew Valley for the Switch. As you guys know, with my reviews, I spend as much time as I can with the game to get these reviews out in a timely fashion. If, as I spend more time with this game, my opinion changes, this video will get updated, so keep that in mind. Alright, Stardew Valley. Let's talk about graphics. This is modern pixel art at its finest. I love the way it looks. I think it's gorgeous. The characters in Overworld have a great level of detail. No two characters look the same. Each one of them seems to be pretty distinct. The amount of care that went into the level creation is very obvious. The use of colors and shading on each item really bring the world to life. And where I really noticed it was just within the trees and the different color browns that they use on the tree trunks and so on and so forth. The game looks very pretty. So if you're a fan of pixel art, this game does it very well. Character animations and facial expressions add just a little extra that's really, really appreciated. When you swing a tool and you connect with something, your character blinks. It's little tiny details, but there's a lot of them. And so let's keep on going. Sound. I gave it a 9 out of 10. Soundtrack is great. It's a mix of ambient strings and also, all the way up to like a full band. They nailed the weather sound. The rain sounds awesome. Thunder and lightning, it's all in there. Sounds great. The music or lack of music in certain areas always seems to add to the experience. So like when you're isolated, the music's kind of gone and it's more like eerie and you can kind of just hear like drips and things like that. They did an excellent job there. So they really nailed the sound. There is a bug right now that adds a crackling sound. And this is pretty much, I think it's just in the game, period. Like I did a little bit of research. I have it on mine. Another streamer that I watch, N Squared, he had the music turned off because of the crackle, and the co-host from the Nintendo Powercast, Eric, he had the same issue. So I think it'll be something that's fixed with a patch. It is tied to the music, so you can just turn the music off if it's really bothering you. The sounds that are interacting with the environment are spot on and very satisfying. Like one of the things that really surprised me was just hearing the dog, hearing his tail thump on the floor in my house as he was wagging it. So the sound is really good. Story, again, 9 out of 10. Obviously, I'm only a few hours in, and I'm very impressed by this game. This game is like an onion. There's so many layers and so many different story arcs. Each character seems to have an interesting little backstory. The game does a great job of making you care not only for the residents of the town, but the town itself. There's just a ton of charm, and you want to learn more. So you just keep progressing. They did a very good job of not giving you too much right off the bat, but just kind of teasing you with a whole bunch of things, and you can move between characters and move between the story, and there's a lot going on there, and there's a lot to try to figure out, and I like that. I think they did really good. It makes me want to keep coming back. Content, 9 out of 10. After a few hours, I can say that there's way more content here than I was expecting. Side quests, gardening, adventuring, crafting, dating. Literally the list goes on and on. Fishing. It's crazy how much there is to do. And from my understanding, a handful of people that came into my stream and talked to me about playing this game like on Steam had well over 100 hours into it. So that's awesome to hear. It also makes me a little nervous of wondering how many hours I'm going to be able to invest in it, because I really want to get through the story and I'm really enjoying the content. So a lot to do. So be prepared for that. Controls. I gave it an 8 out of 10. They're simple. They get the job done. Every now and again, you may not be lined up perfectly with what you're trying to interact with, but you can turn on a hit detector in the options menu if that becomes an issue for you. And I believe you can also use the right stick to move a cursor around, so it's kind of like mouse and keyboard. So you have some options you can try to see what feels best for you. Fishing, as of right now, not being very high level and only having the starter pole, it can be frustrating at times, but I'm guessing that will improve as I level up. Gameplay, I gave it a 10 out of 10. This open world game truly lets you play how you want. This game feels like a combination of so many great titles: Animal Crossing, Minecraft, Harvest Moon, and even a little Zelda mixed in there. If farming is your thing, farm. If adventuring is your thing, adventure. You like crafting? Craft. You like side quests? There's plenty of them. At first glance, it can feel overwhelming, but you choose your goal for each day and you complete your task and move on to the next one. Nothing has a real sense of urgency, so don't let it overwhelm you. Just take it slow, take it easy, just pick a task, move forward. You'll get it done. You'll get it done. At first, it does feel overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. The subtle RPG elements are also a very nice touch. Leveling up as you forage, leveling up as you fish, that kind of stuff. I like it. There's very little hand-holding in this game. You will be told enough to keep you from getting stuck, but that's about it. And I really appreciate just learning on the go. So as you level, as you learn new things, as you unlock new things, you just play and figure stuff out. There's not like these long tutorials or anything like that, and I really, really appreciate the game for that. So my final verdict, 9 out of 10. Highly recommend this game. From the first few hours I spent with this game, I can tell you that it is worth the price of admission. If you're a fan of beautiful pixel art, intriguing story, and the ability to live life on a farm in a quaint little town, this is the game for you. It was hard for me to step away from playing to work on the review. I didn't want to stop. The game is a ton of fun. Each day in the game brings you new adventure, and I don't see myself running out of things to do in the foreseeable future. If Animal Crossing, Minecraft, and Harvest Moon are your thing, don't miss this delightful little indie title. Highly recommend. Check out Stardew Valley on Nintendo Switch. Thank you so much for watching. If you're enjoying this game, let me know what your favorite thing to do is in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. We'll see you guys in the next video.